Welcome to Tabletop Gaming Guild. Today we'll be unboxing Atlantis Rising Monstrosity. This expansion is designed by Galen Cizelle and published by Elf Creek Games. First, let's take a look at the rulebook. Now, I generally don't like this in expansions when the rulebook for the expansion is almost big as the rulebook for the base game. But it doesn't look terribly complicated and it's still relatively short. The art for the base game and the expansion is by Vincent Dutrait, which I know a lot of people love. I am not too hot on him, but I really do like this one though. He usually has a very cartoony style, just not so pronounced here, and the color palette and the consistency all feels like everything goes together so well. And this looks like it has almost as much content as the base game. A lot more allies and monsters, a few new characters you can play as, and once again they're double-sided so you can choose who you want to be. It does look like the characters are slightly asymmetric. The monsters are a new element to this expansion, but beyond that it just looks like they added more of everything. I just love the historical sci-fi elements that just comes natural to any game themed around Atlantis. Kind of interesting that I'm starting to see occasionally games like this that are with pre-punched components. Though some of the punching is not terribly clean. Again, a lot more of these components. I got a feeling this is going to have a ton of replayability between the base game and this expansion. Now, I would say big plastic minis are great and offer some amazing table presence, but we don't need them in every game. To have these wooden pieces like this is perfectly fine, and these actually look really nice. Not to mention it definitely cuts down on the cost of the game. In a lot of big Kickstarters, you're paying pretty much the cost of the game again just to get the plastic minis, which can be particularly irksome when they don't play a big part in the game. I remember Vindication being pretty annoying for me when I fought out this really cool looking mini and then realized when I played the game you don't use it at all. It just sits in the center of the board just to remind you that the big bad's there. So it's nice to see a game that doesn't seem like it's just trying to take as much money from you as it can. Then let's get to the cards. We have a bunch more Misfortune cards, and I'm guessing a lot of these are going to be to cause the various monsters to come into existence. Again, excellent art. I particularly like the Labyrinth card, although Cerberus is about the fluffiest version of a hellhound I've ever seen. I'm oddly looking forward to the death and destruction of an entire civilization. Seems like a weird thing to say. Well, moving on. We got some magic items which I'm sure will take a lot of work to build or find. And since there's so few of them, I'm betting they'll be very powerful, almost game-breakingly powerful. And these small cards seem to be a new element. I'm guessing these are helpful spirits, like some sort of supernatural powers, and we got potions for a small boost. Lastly, these cards, I thought it was just the plastic that made them look a little blurry, but no, the cards are actually blurry because they're supposed to be a hologram, which is an interesting design choice. Not sure I particularly like that. I think they could have done that in a more subtle way. And that's all the components for Atlantis Rising Monstrosities. Not a whole lot more I can say about it. I haven't played the base game. I'm excited to get that played. And between the two of them, I think it's going to have a lot of replayability. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check us out on other social media such as Instagram and Facebook. And don't forget to like and subscribe.